Join us every week for coaching and Q&A. You'll learn how to get more listings signed and sold following the simple and fun easy listing method. Plus, find hidden gem tips and get motivated as you surround yourself with like-minded peers in this weekly mastermind. Let's jump in.
Good morning, Robert.
What's up? Oh, you're the only one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. You're literally just your head is showing pretty much. It's you and me. So it'll be sort of brief, sort of swamped with all sorts of business today.
Aren't you lucky?
I don't know. Most of it's crap. All sorts of stuff that doesn't make me a dime. I'll tell you right now, since we last spoke, it's got to be 2-3 weeks or longer. I've done minimal. I'm trying to get to a point where I can really do more with the training site. I have no idea how it's going to pan out later today, but I've got a meeting with a guy who presents himself as being involved in REO, and he's sharing his knowledge because he's from Florida and he can't get any business right now, but he wants to stay supposedly in good graces of the bankers. So he's trying to find some people. Have no idea if it's just on the cuff, if he wants a percentage. I have no idea. But bottom line, that's like one thought in my head. I've always considered the REO. I just was never able to get into it. Had a gal friend who did a boatload of business in it. I would think she did well and enjoyed it. So we'll find out. But that makes me thinking more about, okay, listings and how to present. I understand my biggest problem on the one that I attempted was I didn't create the atmosphere of an auction bidding process to create a handful of people totally motivated to bid up a price and create that action. What sort of scared me was you're telling, or something I picked up from you, literally killing the neighborhood with open house signs. And you're telling me that you'd put out a boatload. I don't want it to deter me, but putting out signs here is complicated, only because you can't just stick something in the ground. The ground is like a rock. And it comes down to some types of signs. They need some sort of support. It's not like they
Peter, what's the most important thing for selling the homes on the platform?
getting people to view the house.
How do you get people to view the house?
Price.
They've got to know that it's there, whether it be signage.
No. Frank, what do you want to answer for him, Frank?
Price. Right price.
Well, okay, that one without saying, I'm sorry. That's sort of like a given.
Well, that's
Well, no, but the price is there.
When I
But
know
we got to know that it's
out there. I don't put out 500 signs. If I don't do my job and I don't price it right, I'll put out more to drive people into it. But if I price it right, I'm going to get, and we've done them in Las Vegas, by the way, plenty of them. Had a lot of luck with them too.
okay. So I should
My stopping grounds.
I come on, bring your money. The schools need it desperately.
If I moved to Vegas, I'd light it up.
Okay. Well, come down. We'll do one together.
Okay. I'll come down and do your open house for you. Is that what you're asking?
You'll be my mentor.
Nothing else to do.
We'll split it.
That's nice. Did you ever sign that referral agreement?
I couldn't. I would think so, but I have no idea.
Yeah, let me look.
If you sent it, I probably signed it.
Seemed like you were one of the first ones that did.
I push a lot of paper. I'm not sure where it all goes.
Yeah.
In a paperless society.
So the stuff you're doing, is that for your brother?
My brother. You're gonna love this. Yeah, some business, some personal medical shit. I had a deal in the last week. Go look at a place. We love it. Following morning, no. Do it again 3 days later. We love it. We love it. Following morning, no. Did it again.
Why aren't you writing the offers that night?
It's husband, wife, and mom. And it's not so hard to write. So upon it became no, it's not satisfactory. So just riding the roller coaster of ups and downs would have been a nice scenario.
But back to your question,
yeah,
you've got to get the home priced right. If it doesn't work, because Vegas works like a charm. In fact, you guys are still in a pretty rapid. You're still in a multiple offer situation market, right? Running it even traditional.
You know, I'll be so honest that I'm not close enough to seeing where the numbers are right now. I've had a couple of my associates telling me they feel it's shifting more towards the buyer. I personally don't agree. I think the pricing is still off the wall here.
I got some friends up there. I'll give them a call and see. But it's not magic, you know, with the site. The homes have to be priced right. We want to price them so that we attract. Mike, how many buyers we want to attract by pricing?
I'm totally aware. I totally understand and agree with the structure of the pricing. I have no problem with that.
How many buyers do we want to attract on the pricing, Peter?
Go ahead.
Anybody know the question answer to that one?
100.
Michelle's. There we go. And we've got agents putting stuff on the site right. Did anybody hear from Joy Steedle? Michelle, how did her open house go yesterday?
She had about 25 or 30 people show up to the open house, which was more than she expected, but obviously not the 100, but she again had only a 2-bedroom, 2-bed, 1-bath cottage. So she had a much smaller buyer's pool. So
Was she happy with it?
she was happier with it, and whether she's going to get the attraction that she really wants out of it, we're not sure. But she does have one offer on it already. So not quite high enough so that she wants out of it. So we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Can I ask you, Michelle, what would be a fair market value and what did you list it at?
Let's see. She listed it at
She did at 299, right? Or 249?
249.9.
And market value is 320.
320.
But for that one, Peter, we talk about buyer bucket pools. She's in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a very, very, very small home. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's got a basement that needs to be completely refinished, so it needs some work on there. So she was trying to do when you have a buyer's bucket pool, and you understand what a buyer's bucket pool is?
No, tell me.
So in Southern Highlands, what's the average price of a home? $500,000.
Oh, gotta be more. Yeah, easily.
So just say 500. That means 100% of the buyers can afford the home.
Yeah.
Then you go out in the outskirts now, or you maybe go. I don't know. I don't. Where's the outskirts now? Reno.
Well, you're saying to a weaker community, not as affluent.
Well, or let's say that in Vegas, where would a 1-bedroom, 1-bath home, detached home,
God,
in a buyer's bucket pool, how many buyers would that attract, or what percentage?
not a lot. I would think not a
10%.
lot. I'm sorry.
So she's got the same thing going.
I know. I
So
understand.
that 10%, your job. I would have liked to have seen her price it down enough to get 50 people in the open house, but the objective is to get enough people in there and enough buyers in there. So she got 25, Michelle?
Yes. Yes.
So she should get another person wanting to make offers on the property. Did she say that?
She has one in there. She has some other people that were showing some interest. So we'll see if they actually end up submitting any paperwork.
So, and if we can get 3 people to bid that property, she'll end up exactly where she needs to go. But when you have a smaller bucket pool, we use a thing called shock the system on pricing. And what we want to do is we want to go down really low to attract more buyers into it. We had a home in Seattle that was a 400 square foot high rise condo, no parking places, no nothing. He listed at 330, brought it all the way down to 279. Not one buyer, not one person even looked at it. He turned around and put it on our system, and he put it at 199.
Wow, that's bringing it down.
50 people come and look at it, and it ended up in contract at 275. $4,000 off of where he didn't get one stinking buyer to walk through it. Simply by getting those people in and letting then we can let the market work. For people that don't get, like Michelle says, she had 25 people. That was probably more than she was expecting, because when we had first talked to her, she thought maybe 1 or 2 would come because the home's so small. So we did the job by getting more people into it, but we always want to, in this economy, we want to ride the price up. We don't want to be riding it down. So I think she thought she was shocking the system, but I think she was a little sketchy on her pricing. Yeah.
Let me confirm. You mean Michelle sketchy on the pricing or the seller?
No, the seller, the Joy
Okay.
Steedle.
And to
She
confirm, you
owns the
said
property.
the
It was her
range should be
daughter's.
like a 320, but she offered a 249 on the listing,
Yep.
so we're down 20%. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
But I mean, so obviously, what's her one offering at, Michelle? Is it at the 249?
Yes, it's at opening list, at list price.
And so when I talked to have Mona and I ever had one start out at list price? I don't think we have we?
Alright.
Anyways, when I'm at the open house, I'm talking to the agents and I'm talking to buyers. Don't come in
I've heard
at
you
the
say
opening
this.
price.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
the seller's watching the site, 724. And in her case, this is my daughter's home. 249's probably not going to do it. It might, but you come in at a reasonable price that you think that the seller will take. And with the story that I do the listing presentation around, it's about pricing the home. Had 100 people come to that open house. I get 100 people at the open house, then I know that I'm going to have 10 people making offers. And I just ride the price up. And if you remember out of that story, the first offer that came in was $410,000. That was $10,000 over what they were going to take traditional. And what does that 410 not include, Peter?
any of the commissions.
There you go. The commission was getting added on top, right?
Of course, no, that's why I
So-
can, no, you don't have to sell me.
I'm not selling you that, but that's
No,
where the
I know
process-
you're not selling me. I'm saying it wrong. It's, I love it. I've just got to implement it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
makes
Well,
total
let,
sense.
let me help you with pricing next time.
Okay. Well,
I'm always wanting to do
might as well
that.
find a listing and work this. And that's why I'm saying this ties into this potential deal. However, this is going to work out this evening with this guy. I have no idea. So I'll
Well,
simply find out.
if they're not paying the commission, make sure they're paying for the servicing of the property.
Yeah. That was my concern.
Yeah, you don't want to be paying for that plus.
I don't want to be the bank's bank.
Exactly. So, Mike, where are you from?
I'm sorry.
You're in Bruce Hill's group, right, Mike? I think this is the one I was talking about earlier, Michelle.
Okay.
Melissa, how are you?
Oh, here you go. Sorry. I'm on my
That's
way to
okay.
a showing, so I'm trying to multitask here.
And where are you again?
I'm in Arizona.
Ah,
Yeah,
She
I'm
has a
getting
new listing.
is it
yay.
getting hot?
No, it's not getting hot yet. It's 62.
Oh,
No, it's
Yeah.
76 right now. Excuse me.
you don't have your snow tires on, do you? When it was 62?
I should be putting them on, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting ready to put one on the market. We were going to do it this Saturday, the open house, but it's going to rain here, so we're postponing it until next Saturday. But yeah, I think, what did we decide, Michelle? Mine's going on about 8% under market.
7%.
7%. Mhm.
7%. She has a
Is that
home
going to
that
get 100
comps out.
buyers in?
It's a 55 and older community, so
Yeah.
Comps out
Is
at
that a-
375. So she was
Mhm.
looking at putting it on at 345.
Doesn't sound like enough to me.
no.
Michelle, do you need to take the class again?
That was between 6 and 10%.
6 and 15. We're in a different market.
So you think I should go down to 340?
We should do this when you're at a computer and I can be at a computer.
Okay.
That would be the best thing to do, especially since you have another week and a half to do it. I'd like
Yeah,
to
we
see
were
it.
gonna do
What's
it this
the,
Saturday, but
What's the
big
market
rent?
value?
it's pretty slow for resale.
Are there other mobile homes selling in that place?
Oh no, this is a stick home. This is the normal.
Oh, okay. And
Mhm.
okay, so how's the market in the community?
It's average. It's not
So-
hot and it's not cold. It's
What's
just
average days on market?
42,
Okay. So Frank, what was the home worth? 340?
375,
375, and they're gonna list it at 349. Or is that right?
345.
Yeah, I
I'd
think
put it
I'd
at
bring it down.
299. I'd go 299.
Yeah, yeah. It's how does a home compare to the other ones that are taking 42 days to sell?
It's the biggest home in the subdivision with a lot of upgrades, a lot.
20% below.
Mhm.
Anyway, if you want to get on the computer beforehand, you got my phone number, right?
I do.
Yeah. So if you want to call and I give you my opinion. I mean, you can obviously do what you want to do, but I'd like to see you have success.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. But 299.
well, let's get on. Let's take a look at the MLS together.
Okay.
It's the object. How many people do you think you'll get in at the open house at 3:45?
About 50.
You think you'll get that many?
I
Ooh,
do. It's
that'd
spring
be
break
good.
down here. It's spring break. So we have a lot of people looking, even if it's parents looking for it's children looking for their parents in this community. I just think that I'll at least get 50 people in.
Okay. What
Whether
would it
it
take to get
be
100?
whether it be just neighbors looking or outside. I bet 25 will be neighbors and the other 25 will be outside.
Okay. So what would it take to get 50 outsiders?
Lower. Closer to 300.
Well, yeah, let's talk about it. Oh,
Okay.
wait, Frank may be pretty right on it. Yeah, when I talk about 113 coming to the open house, I'm not talking about neighbors. I'm just talking about the public sector.
Okay.
Neighbors, if I get 25 neighbors in there, I know I'm going to walk out with 2 to 3 listing appointments,
hmm
and that's the objective with them. But we
hmm
want to get 100 of the public sector that are interested buyers into the property. So where in Arizona is it?
It is in Buckeye.
Oh, is that where that mobile home is?
No, that Bumble Helm that I sat open for Brooke, that's in
Yeah.
Mesa.
So you with the Renter's Warehouse?
Mhm.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
we got to I'm trying to get all of them to let me do the training with them, the master training. It's 4
Yes.
classes,
Yes.
and we come out a lot better at pricing a home
Okay.
using that method. So you know Jalen, then, right?
No, I do not know Jalen. Mm-mm.
Oh, do you know about
What?
his house in Seattle?
No. No.
He's the one
Tell.
we had to do shock therapy on,
Okay.
shock the system. He had to list it
Okay.
for I think it's at 360. Dropped it
Yes.
down to 279. Not one person. It was a 400 square foot condo in downtown Seattle. So we went with him down to 199. He ended up at 275 contract price on a building that didn't get one looky loo, one look at all out of there, and ended up at 275. And remember, he had dropped it down to 279 on the MLS, and not one buyer looked at it.
Wow.
So yeah, I worked with him on pricing the home too. We had to shock this. We talk about buyer's bucket pool. It sounds like you're 55 and older in Arizona versus just straight real estate. What would you say the
hmm
percentage of people that look for 55 and older are?
25%,
Okay.
25 to 35%. I mean, yeah.
Well, that's higher than most places. So we got to use that in our our pricing strategy.
Yeah, we do.
Um, yeah, but are you Brooke's partner?
I am Burke's. We work together, absolutely, in the same office down here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you
And
list
her,
the did you do the listings with her?
no, the one in Mesa, I actually just sat the open house this weekend for her.
How many people
Because
came?
3.
Ugh.
And it was priced 100,000 under.
How long was it on the market? Did she have more the first week? Did she put it on for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think she put it on a little bit too long. And we both agreed after I spoke with her. And She said
Yeah,
she'll never do that again. And I was like, okay, good. Thanks for letting me know because I'll take that and put it in my back pocket.
yeah, we really we got to get you guys through the training.
It was just too long, but yeah, I sat her open house and
Was anybody interested?
I
Now,
was
she's
there
got
for
an offer
6.
on that thing, right? Or does she
Yeah.
have a couple or just one?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
buyer won't, I mean, the seller won't take it though.
yeah. No, what? Yeah, I'll give Kent a call.
Okay.
Trying to get something set up for you guys. Yikes. So.
Yikes. Yeah. So this
That's a
being a
seller.
stick home, yeah, we're going to use this and see how this does in comparison with that being a manufactured home in the East
Yeah,
Valley and my home being a stick home in the West Valley and kind of use those as a comparison for our market.
yeah,
You
good.
also have two different sellers. You have one who's a not very motivated seller with a very firm
Mm-hmm.
price on
Uh-huh.
the mobile, and then you
Yep.
have a much more motivated,
Is that
interested
Larry?
seller.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
Larry.
Yeah, I talked to Brooke before she took that one, but the real market value of that thing, I think is, I don't know, there's homes that are listed in that place for 89,000, right?
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
So,
So he
yeah,
has an offer at 160, 40 more than he listed it at.
yeah,
Mhm.
And it's not
yeah,
high
and he's
enough for
lucky to
him.
get that.
Exactly.
That's above what I would have thought he would have got for it, but got to get you guys trained. That'll help the process down there. But yeah, I think Brooks learned a lot. Mike Weiland, are you there?
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you? Where are you at?
Minneapolis.
And are you part of Bruce's crew?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were on there. How's it going?
Oh, it's good. It's good. Just trying to queue up a few of these.
Do you
Got
have
one,
any questions for us?
not at this point. I'm just going through
Training.
the training, yeah.
All right. And I've been trying to get together with Bruce on this forever. Make sure you guys get through the master training after it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
The master training?
Is that the website?
No, no, that's with me. That's
Oh,
hands-on. We actually, by the time you get done, you'll have a couple listings and we'll have you all fixed up and
did
settled.
you say when does that start next?
I've got this week and next week one in, so I'll be starting next week a new one.
How can I be a part of that?
Yeah, I'll make sure that you and all of Bruce's team gets, what days are good for you?
Let's see here. Next week. How long is the training per day?
It goes just because you have homework in between, so we do it once a week
Oh,
for
once a week.
5
Okay.
weeks. Yeah.
Is it about an hour?
Hour to 2 hours at the most, but an hour and a half would
Okay.
be, some are less, some are a little more than an hour.
Well, Central 1 o'clock Central Time would work for me. I can check in with Bruce.
And what days are good for you?
Monday.
I can't do Mondays.
Well, you know what? I want to.
I've got so many trainings already scheduled on Mondays, like this one. So,
Oh yeah, of course. What does Tuesday or Thursday look like for you?
either of those days are fine.
Okay. Let's do Tuesday, 1 o'clock Central.
Look at that. You've set the mark. All right. So we've got you in the system. And I got to call Bruce later, a little bit later today.
Yes.
See if we can get some of his people. Did he make the appointment?
I did. He's available anytime after 12:30 Pacific.
Is he on Pacific
Today.
time?
No, but he knows I am, so he told me in Pacific time.
Oh. All right, so that's 3:30? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, man. Cool, man. Let's see. So Frank, I have not heard back from the attorney yet. I sent him a message and I know he was working on got NoCal done. Yeah, it's a whole different MLS and he was working on SoCal last week. And I got a red line version that we made a couple changes on. So I think that's all you had to do is change those. So I should have it before too long. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to go through?
I'm good for now. Thanks for the update, Robert.
You bet. Mondays are for you guys to ask questions. On Thursday, we have Topic Thursdays. It's at the same time that today is. This next week's topic is, Frank, what is it? Do you know?
Remember.
Buyer's premium.
Oh, buyer's premium. Woohoo.
Well, that'll be a good one.
How to maximize and manipulate. All right. So
Maximize and manipulate in a very transparent manner.
exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, if nobody else has anything, we'll go ahead and let everybody go. Thanks for joining and signing on, you guys. You're all a blessing in our eyes, and we appreciate you.
Well, thank
Thanks,
you. Have a
Robert.
great day. Knock 'em dead.
All right. Thanks, you guys. We'll see y'all.
Take care.
Thank you.